What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him. Back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, actually, y'all, please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Reactions. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe it, y'all. We got to talk about this, y'all. A very unfortunate situation between this woman abandoning her 3 kids. As you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield, and real spill. And also, very sensitive and triggering content. So if you got a weak stomach, if you're very easily sensitive to this type of situation, and I, for one, do not blame you if you are, this is your chance to click off the video and find something else to watch. But this needs to be brought to the light. Again, not passing judgment on anyone. We all got skeletons in our closet. We've all got things that we are ashamed of and we are not proud of. But this right here is just absolutely unspeakable, and I will never understand why people have children for the sole sake of mistreating them. It kind of defeats the point. It completely defeats the purpose of having children, in my opinion. So without further ado, I'm going to stop running my trap, and it's time to watch and react. Let's get it. Look at this, y'all. She left her 3 kids, and this is the state they were left in. Look at this.
Of the mother, Kelly Bryant, she set Kelly Bryant's bond at $250 million. And she says if Bryant is able to pay that bond, she is not allowed to have any communications with her family. You're now looking at the mugshot they were able to get of Kelly Bryant. She is 34 years old, and she is facing 3 charges, that is 3 counts of first-degree child abuse. She allegedly neglected her children in her home for years. What you're looking at now, or about to look at too, these images are graphic, but these depict the living conditions that Kelly Bryant's 3 children were allegedly living in. The living conditions.
Look at that. Look at that. Feces all in the tub, trash all over the place. Ridiculous.
15-year-old boy and a 13 and 12-year-old girl.
15, 12, and 13. 15, 12, and 13. Now, I know for the 15, 13, and 12-year-olds of the past that, oh, well, I took care of myself and everything. That's not the point. That's not the point. And look, congratulations to you for toughing it out, but that's not the way children are supposed to be raised. Again, I don't have any children myself, but it don't take any type of common sense to know that this is not the way. I'm not telling you the perfect way to raise children. I just know for a fact this is definitely a way to not do it. This is definitely a way to not do it. Woman is being held on $250 million bond. You got to pay 10% of that, which means, if my math is correctly, 10% of $250 million is about $2.5 million, which means unless she got some very rich friends in very high places, her ass ain't getting out no time soon, and rightfully so. I will never understand how people have children and then just decide after they have them, like they didn't have an entire goddamn thought process and a whole sexual process to decide, I don't want to have children. And yet y'all have these children and then decide y'all just going to treat them like shit the entire time. Y'all going to mistreat them. You're going to eat, you're going to do everything you can to just make their lives a living hell just because you feel like, well, I'm their mama or I'm their daddy. I can treat. Your children are your responsibility. They are not your property. I'm going to say that again. Your children are your responsibility, not your property. And the moment people that have children, hell, even basic human brain function, the moment that finally clicks, the world will start to heal itself. This right here could have been easily avoided in several ways. If you really did not want to have children, don't do what you do to have children. Wear a condom. There are some other things you can do that I'm not going to say, but I'm pretty sure all the adults know, especially the nasty dudes and nasty women out there, know that there are other ways to avoid having children if you are just dead set on not having children. This is not the way to do it. 15, 13, and 12. These young children had to be subjugated to this type of mistreatment. And for what reason? What was so important out in them damn streets? Because let's just be honest, that's all you was doing. Out there ripping and running the streets, still thinking Stella still got her groove or she's trying to get her groove back. And you completely abandon your responsibility. Your responsibility is to be the best parent possible for your children's prosperity. I've said it in earlier videos on the channel, and I'm going to say it in this one. When you have children, your life is no longer just about you. Your life is primarily the prosperity of your children. And for the people that do not understand that specifically, if you have kids, something is really wrong with you. I hate this for these children, dude. I really do. My heart aches for these children because they did not deserve it. I'm going to ask you this. What did your kids do that was so wrong for you to decide to do this type of shit right here? What did they do to deserve this? Be born? Last time I checked, children do not ask to be born. They are born due to two people, a man and a woman. I know this is controversial nowadays, but between two people, a man and a woman, having sexual relations and not using protection, and then the birth of the baby 7 to 8 to 9 months later comes out of the woman. In no situation does it say, oh, well, children knock on your window, say, hey, have me, and then they wait to get here. It ain't no motherfucking stork. It ain't you going up to no firehouse or nothing like that, no adoption. No, these are the children that came from you. These children are you to a certain degree. And that's how you decide to treat them. And for what reason? Behind some dude? Because you want to go out and club hop? You want to be a bop? You had your chance to do that. You had your time to be crazy. You had your time to go out and have your fun. But when the children get here, it's go time. It's go time. It's time to buckle down, get serious, lock in, and make sure that you are the best possible parent for your children possible. Just look at some of these images, man. This is disgusting. Like, look at this. I wouldn't even let no damn pets live in something like that. Like, look at this. I wouldn't even let animals live in this situation like this. And you're doing that to the children you gave birth to. Look at this. Nasty looking mattress, trash literally everywhere. Feces. And you abandon them for not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 years, man. 365 times 5, man. I'm not the best mathematician in the world, but that is over 1,200 days. 1,200 days that these kids had to go without their mama. Had to go without a parental figure. And they got to live like they at the damn trash dump. And for what? These children are not old enough to take care of themselves. Nor did they ask to be here. So why are you punishing them because you decided to have them, give birth to them, and then decide, well, I can't handle the responsibility. I want to go do what I want to do. I want to go have my fun. You had your chance for that. Hell, I'll extend an olive branch here. If you really wanted to just go do that, why are you not taking care of your responsibility first? Now, if you wanted to go have your little girls' night out or whatever, the least you could have done was make sure your children were taken care of, which is clear by all of these grotesque images. You did not. You have failed your children in some astronomical ways, man. Unspeakable things. And imagine, that's just the things that they found. That's just the things that they decided to put out there on the airwaves, man. I could only imagine the mental trauma that these kids had to go through, having to know each and every time that they woke up, this is what they were subjugated to. This is what they were exposed to. You thought so little of your children that you thought this was okay. Now I get it. People make mistakes, but come the fuck on, man. When is enough enough? I could not imagine having a child, let alone 3, knowing that they dependent on me. And that's how I do them. And take a look at her face. Bro, do you see an iota of remorse in this woman's face? I look into her eyes and I see nothing, man. I don't see a soul. I don't see any light. She looked like she looked like she's almost relieved. Because now they're not her problem anymore. What kind of shit is that, man? How do you do that to your children? These are your kids. These are your lifeline. These are the people you are going to expect to not put you in a nursing home when you're too old to take care of yourself. And that's how you do it. Not a fiber. That thought would have never even crossed my mind to leave my kids. And I get it, bro. It is. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. But not one time will I subjugate them to that type of bullshit right there, man. And you can say what you want to. That right there, what this woman did to her children, is absolute bullshit. It's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. In no way can you defend this, man. And then you only drop enough food to them once a week? Didn't check to see if they were alive or anything? That is inhumane. You got your kids in this house living like they dogs at the damn pound. Hell, that's an insult to dogs at the pound because they not living like this as far as I know. And if they is, there need to be a further investigation into these damn dog pounds. Animal shelters, whatever the hell you want to call them. That is ridiculous, man. What motivated you to have your kids and then just leave them behind? You went through all that labor, and I know women love to throw this in men's face. I went through 48 hours of labor. I went through 72 hours of labor. I carried you in my belly for X amount of months. You went through all that, had human life growing inside of you. Watched it take its first breath, introduced it to the world, and that's the lasting image they are going to have of you other than this mugshot. We got to do better, man. Us as a society, we got to do better, man. Myself included. We got to do better. We have to do better. The children are the future, man. If we are continuing to expose and treat our children like this and treat other kids like this, there is no future. Not one I want to be a part of anyway. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. Do you think the mother deserved to be held at such a high bond and having her children taken away from you? Do you think she was rightfully put in jail for subjugating her children to live that type of lifestyle and completely abandoning them when they needed her the most? Do y'all think the right move was made by putting her in jail? Y'all let me know in the comment section. As long as y'all may respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. Enraged King will catch you in the next one. Now hashtag that. Enough said. Goodbye.